Hi everyone. Um, got a lot of attention on my last video, and I guess I just wanted to come on here and tell everyone who literally told me that I have depression, I have PTSD, and to go seek a therapist. Shut the fuck up, please, because literally, I don't think you guys understand that. I have been to psychiatrists, I have been to rehab facilities, I have been to therapists, probably more therapists than you can count on your fingers. I've been probably on every single mood stabilizer to antipsychotic to anti anxiety to sleep deprivation medication that you can probably name on your fingers. I'm talking Lamictal, Abilify, Latuda, Guanfacine. There's just so fucking many. I don't think you guys understand. I know that I'm sick. I know that I'm mentally ill. I'm fully fucking aware that I am insane. I don't need to be told that. I think one of the main reasons why okay, so I never when I tell you a man never used to call me I'm used to being called a bitch or ugly or a slut or a whore. But I don't know why I would get so fucking upset when this guy that I used to mess with, he used to get upset at me. He'd be like, "You're fucking crazy. You're fucking weird. You're a fucking brat." And for some reason, those pinched harder, and I think it was because they were true. I knew, I trust me, I know that I'm crazy. I know that I'm selfish. All these things. I don't know, but I just I've done I've done EMDR before. I did EMDR for a year and a half, and then my therapist texted me in the middle of our EMDR sessions. We didn't even really finish them. She was just "Yeah, I can't be your therapist anymore because you're too much on drugs." And I was "Oh, okay then, who am I gonna talk to? What am I gonna do?" But I don't know, honestly, I have been on a bender for it's December 2nd. I've been on a bender for 3 or 4 days now, and I got super fucking paranoid that people were I don't know, I got this paranoia that people were making fun of me on the internet. I don't know, it's this weird thing I have where I'll get really fucking paranoid that someone's literally talking shit about me on the internet, or someone's talking shit about me to everyone, and that's literally why no one's messaging me. It's weird as fuck. And then I try to self-isolate because I'm dude, someone's literally watching my every move, learning about everything that I'm doing. I'm not fucking safe. And oh my god, yeah, it was just it's not really good. My paranoia is definitely very delusional. I'm very delusional. I'm very delusional. I'm very, very, very delusional. I'm the type of person that will literally be driving home and I'm so delusional that if you follow me off the freeway and then off my exit, and then you turn on the same street as me, and then on the other same street as me, I genuinely think you're stalking me and you're going to come and kill me. But I think that's partly because I did have a stalker. Yeah, that was I never thought someone could be obsessed with me to this length. But it happens, guys. It can happen to anyone. And holy fucking moly, it was so scary. Okay, so I fucked this guy. And I was just trying to we're just trying to hook up. It was very set forward before we like fucked this was just a hookup, like we were both on like the same terms. And anyways, like we fucked, and then he like spent the night, blah blah, because he like drove like a minute to like come and be with me, like 2.5 hours I think. But I was like, okay, you can sleep over. And he took me out to like breakfast. We had a nice breakfast, and then like we like get back to like my apartment, and I'm like, okay, like I have to like I have shit to do, like can you like boof on out of here? And then he was like, oh yeah for sure. And then like he was like, let me just like call my friend. And I don't know, like he FaceTimed this girl, and then like my roommate told me like she was like in her room, and like her room was like closer to the kitchen than my room was, so like she could kind of hear like the conversation. I guess like he like had called his ex-girlfriend or some shit. I don't know, it was weird. And then I like got really scared, and I was like, please leave like right now, like you're literally like so fucking weird for that, like why would you call your fucking ex-girlfriend? Like I have to go to school anyway, because I had like classes that morning, so I was like, I have to go to fucking school, like I don't have time to like you know, like what do you want? Oh, and then not to mention, literally, okay, this was probably, yeah, this was definitely the red flag that like fucking terrified me, that like I was like, I need you out of my house. Was I was like, okay, like you need to leave and stuff because like I have school. And he like pushes me on the bed and like literally pulls down my pants and like whipped out his cock, and he's like, let's fuck one last time. And I was like, bro, like no, like I literally have to be at school in like 20 minutes, like what the fuck are you doing? Like I went out to breakfast with you, like I fucking hung out with you after breakfast, even though like I didn't want you to, like go home. And then he was like, what did he say? He was, oh fuck, what did he say? Oh yeah, he was like, okay, like yeah, we didn't fuck, like I think I pushed him off me, but honestly I don't remember. Okay, but anyways, but and then like he was like texting me like hang on again, but I like was like giving like short responses, and then I just like ended up like ghosting or like blocking him, because I was like, you know, like I don't really want to see this guy again, like this guy was like super fucking weird. And I fucking kid you not, guys, I literally, like, I swear to God, like I thought this only happens to like famous people, or like girls that are like, you know, very very very, like when you walk down the street you're like, you know, like I did not think, like I think I'm pretty, but like I think I'm like an average, you know, like I didn't think like stalkers do this, but like like it was so scary, like literally. Okay, sorry, I'm like, okay, so then like 3 months later he fucking shows up at my house, but it was like, okay, no, but before he showed up at my house I kept getting like unknown calls, and I thought that was like kind of weird, from like unknown numbers. And then when I would answer, like it would just be like someone breathing on the phone. And then I got like really like stressed out, and I was like stop fucking calling me. And I didn't really think it was him, like I genuinely thought it was like one of like this guy that I had just like broken up with like a couple months, like 8 or 9 months before, and we had been together for like 3 years. So I just assumed like, oh yeah, it's like him, like because I haven't blocked him or everything else. But no, dude, it was this fucking like hookup guy. And anyways, so I'm like getting ready for bed, and I walk over like to close my blinds and shit, and I noticed like a figure sitting there. And I think I tried to like, I like looked at it a little more, and then I was like, no, like I'm genuine, like I might be high, like I'm high right now, so like yeah, like I'm just seeing shit, like let me go ask my roommate and see if like she notices it too. And so I go into my roommate's room, and she, that also has like the same like window view, and I'm like, hey, let's just call her like Katie. Hey Katie, like can you like look out the window and see if like you see someone standing outside? Oh my god, fuck me. Okay, and then she was like, yeah, like of course, like you are probably just delusional, like I don't think that would happen. And she fucking opens up her window, and I swear to fucking God, she sees him. And she literally just, like, yelps. She fucking yelps. And she's like, Soph. And I was like, what? And she was like, why is there, like, a fucking 6'3", like, man outside our window, like, fucking hooded up, like, man outside our window right now, like, very skinny too. Like, she was like, I don't know, like, what is going on? I kid you not, dude, this guy was literally, like, standing. Okay, he was, like, standing, and say, like, this is, like, my window, right? He was standing outside going like this. Like, literally just, like, fucking standing there, looking into the window. And my roommate was like, okay, like, no way this is real. Like, this has to be, like, literally, like, a stimulation, you know? And I was like, okay, I don't know. Like, I don't know, Katie. Like, fuck. And then we wait, like, 5 minutes. And then I swear to fucking God, we start hearing these, like, it almost sounded, so we had, like, kind of, like, little rocks, like, pebble things, like, in our complex. And he started throwing those at the fucking window. And all of a sudden, you just kind of hear, like, a tapping, you know, at the windows. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And we see he's literally throwing fucking shit to get our attention. So then we open up, like, our balcony door that is on that side of where our windows are, and we're like, you need to fucking leave or we're gonna call the police. Like, we're not fucking around. Like, it was literally I think he pulled up, like, I think I first noticed it at, like, I want to say it was like 5 o'clock, and then, like, we didn't start yelling at him till probably like 7 or 8, so he was standing there for like 3 or 4 hours. And then my roommate, like, starts yelling at him, and I start yelling at him, and he, like, walks away. He walks away, and then he comes back, and and then, like, 30 minutes or 45 minutes go by, and we think, okay, like, he's gone. No, we start hearing the pebbles again at my window being tossed, and I look outside, it's fucking him. I scream, I call my roommate, I'm like, dude, like, we literally need to go outside. And, like, keep in mind, we're both, like, 20-year-old women living by ourselves in an apartment complex by ourselves. Like, we don't have a boyfriend, we don't have we had a guy best friend, but he was, like, over, like, at his boyfriend's house, so it was just, like, us. It was just alone. And we're like, fuck, dude, like, what do we do? I'm like, do I grab a knife? She was like, no, like, that's, like, he knows you're not gonna stab him. Like, we have to grab something that, like, he actually thinks, like, we'll hit him with. So we grab this fucking, like, thing that you do the sweeping up with. I don't know, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that thing that you sweep stuff up with. And we fucking go outside, and keep in mind, she also brought my taser. She brought my taser with her, so we have her, like, mop sweepy thing, broom thing, and then we also have a taser. And we're like, dude, like, literally, like, leave, like, we're gonna call the fucking police. And then he walks away again, and we're thinking, okay, like, it's fucking fine. No. Just when I thought it couldn't get any fucking worse, like, an hour and a half goes by, and then I decide to just look out my window. I get this weird feeling like someone's watching me, so I decide to look out my window, and it's fucking him. He's just fucking standing there again, looking at the window. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you, like, are you high? Like, I literally was so fucking terrified, so I ran back in my roommate's room, and she's like, oh, fuck this. She's like, we're literally calling the police. So we called the fucking police, and they took like 20 minutes to come by. We told him we told him too that we were gonna call the police and everything, and he, like, didn't care, like, just stood there. Anyways, I guess the police, like, came, and they said that they saw, like, a guy in, like, a hoodie, like, kind of, like, hop the fence. But then when they had pulled up, once they had stopped, like, their patrol car, and then got out of the car to, like, follow him, he was already gone. Because he was wearing, like, an all black, like, hoodie, so, and it was dark outside. But they got our statements and everything. But the real fucking spooky part is, like, the next morning, my apartment complex texted me Oh, and he didn't come back that night. Like I didn't notice him come back or anything. Like he stopped that night. And the weird thing is that the apartment complex came and said that there is this car that had been like circling like my unit, because it was like kind of like divided up. It was a complex that was like kind of divided up, and this car had been like circling my unit. And I guess like the night that this like stalker guy had come, he got dropped off. So like someone dropped him off to like a location, to my location, to like my house, and that was scary. And then nothing happened for a little bit. I got a couple phone calls. Again, just nothing, no one, just breathing over the phone. And then that happened actually, thank God, like a month before I moved out. So nothing else happened, because I moved cities. So I think even if like he did come back, like I wouldn't have been there. Like it would have been someone else or another family or something like that. But what reminded me of it was just a couple like weeks ago, I started getting the unknown calls again. And I've gotten like a couple. Sorry, my friend's calling me. Let me talk to him later. But what was I saying? Crap. Oh yeah. But I started getting like missed calls more. So then that had like from like an unknown number, and then I was getting text messages, and then when I responded, like no one was texting me back. Like they just kept saying like, hey, how are you, or like I miss you, June, I love you, June, do you miss me, June? Really scary fucking shit like that. And then the phone calls were just like someone breathing, not saying anything. It was so fucking weird. And then they did that for like a good like 2 weeks, I think every other day. And then it just like I haven't answered any calls or any unknown calls, honestly, in like the past couple weeks. I've gotten like a couple weird calls, like weird numbers and stuff, but honestly I've been on like such a fucking bender that I just like haven't really wanted to fucking answer my phone. But yeah, I don't know, I thought I would share that like really weird stalker story for you all on this beautiful and glorious Saturday night. And I'm like higher than a kite, and I'm like so happy and blessed, and like, oh my god, I'm just like anyways, so that's why. And I also just wanted to tell every single fucking one of you individuals who told me that I'm like mentally ill, or like told me all this shit that's wrong with me in the comments, and also for the people that told me that they don't think I'm pretty. First of all, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm pretty. It only matters if I look in the mirror and think that I'm pretty, because there has been multiple times where I've looked in the mirror and literally sobbed at what I look like. So I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not fucking you and you're not fucking me, so why the fuck does it matter if you think I'm pretty or not? Like, unless you're fucking me, or unless you want to be my boyfriend or my girlfriend, or unless like, you know, some shit's fucking happening, like, then I care if you think I'm pretty. But if you're just some fucking bum on the internet being like, she's mid, yeah bro, like so are you. But anyways, that's besides the point. Another point I would like to point out is like, yes, I know that I'm mentally ill. I know that I've literally talked about like being BPD and having bipolar disorder. If you watch any of my other videos, I am very like admitting towards the fact that I'm a drug addict, I have PTSD, like I have anxiety, I have depression, like I have bipolar, BPD. Like, I'm not fucking afraid to admit that I am mentally insane, because it's like, you're gonna find out one way or another, so why the fuck am I gonna cover it up now, you know? But yeah. And anyways, I just hope you guys all have like a beautiful fucking weekend and a great December. And yeah, I'm so happy. Bye, guys.